first of all, for Earth orbit, and then precisely inserted onto the right orbit, the right trajectory for rendezvous with the moon.
Apollo Houston, you're right smack dab on the trajectory. Your IU's doing a beautiful job.
I got a yaw program.
Trajectory's good. Thrust is good.
Right away, Houston.
At last, I'm leaving the Earth, and I'm destined for the moon.
What a ride, what a ride.
Roger, we copy, Pete. You're looking good.
Roger, looks good up here, too. Rolls complete. This is really a rock and roll ride.
You can feel it shake. There's a real strong vibration. Of course, you're up at the end of this beauty. But here you are going along with the G on you. It's up to about 4 Gs, but you're psyched up, good shape and all that. Even lifting your arm to move switches, no problem.
You are go for staging.
Here you are coming up on staging, and when staging happens, it's like, man.
We got skirt step. And S for ignition, Houston.
Ignition confirmed, thrust is go.
Roger. Trajectory, guidance, CMC are all go. Thank you, Joe.
Hello, Houston, you're looking good here, right down the center line.
That was shut down right on the money. 17 Houston, you are go for orbit, go for orbit.
And we're out over the Canaries.
Houston, through the Canaries, how do you rate?
Yeah, loud clear, Houston, over the Canaries.
Boy, it's just beautiful up here, looking out the window. It's just really fantastic.
Roger.
Let me tell you a little bit about the ride.
John, this is Houston. If there's nothing startling to report about the ride, we'd rather hold off.
No, there's nothing really spectacular different to report on the ride. We'll hold off on that. The sunset is just as beautiful as always in the space business.
In Africa, there are a lot of nomads out in the desert. Clear desert nights, you see the fires from all of these little yellow dots that represented fires from all of these nomads camping out. And you realize the broad area that you're looking at. And each of those little dots represented people, other humans that are out there in an environment which I would consider more strange than the environment they might think about me. When you get there in the orbit, the engine shut down, and things sort of feel sort of funny, and you sort of unbuckle your seatbelt and wiggle around in your seat or tap your toes, and all of a sudden you're just bodies everywhere in the room, and you're just doing flips and cartwheels and spins.
Your first feelings of weightlessness as it hits you is like going down a country road about 60 miles an hour, and a car goes over the bump and your stomach goes up into your throat, and then you get over the bump and you get that good sensation feeling, and then bomb, you're back down again. Only when you're in space and you go into weightlessness, you go over that bump and you never come down.
12, Houston, your program alarm was an integration problem. Can you give us a verb 96 enter to stop your integration? And we'd like you to do an EMOD dump. Give us a 321 marked when you do your verb 74. And if we get it done now, we should have an answer for you on your erasable memory by the time you get to Wymus. Do a verb 96 first.
We had a great deal of difficulty paying attention to what our job was. Already I was getting the impression that this is such an amazing thing that I'm going to forget these things. And know I'm going to lose this image, it's going to be replaced with another. Each image came up, is there for a flash to be appreciated and savored, and then reluctantly let go because you know that it's going to be superposed with others.
And Houston, we're beginning to see a beautiful sunrise here.
Okay, we're giving you a go for your EVA at this time.
Okay, the hatch is open, no sweat. Now for a little view. Okay, Dave, come on in. Dave, come on out wherever you are. That sun's really bright. Well, that's a very pretty scene.
When you're outside in one of those spacesuits, you're really in space. There are no boundaries to what you're seeing. It's like having a goldfish bowl over your head, which gives you unlimited visibility. And then the portable life support system is just very, very quiet. You know, there's a water pump in it that's circulating water through your underwear, you know, cooling water. And there's a fan that's pumping the oxygen through. But they're very quiet. You can't hear them at all. It's as if you're out there without anything on.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah, Houston.
Sort of total, complete silence and that beautiful view. And the realization, of course, that you're going 25,000 miles an hour. Recognize that you're not there because you deserve to be there. You were just lucky. You're the representative of humanity at that point in history, having that experience, in a sense, for the rest of mankind.
The flight director says get back in. Apollo Control, Houston. 2 hours, 25 minutes ground elapsed time. So it will be during this pass that we will have the translunar injection burn.
Now we're go for TLI. Roger. Guys, I've got the word you wanted to hear. You are go for TLI. You're go for the moon.
If there's anything to be a little bit remorseful about on going to the moon, it was that you didn't get a chance to spend as much time around the Earth as you'd like, because there's an awful lot of very interesting things to see.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
We confirm ignition, and the thrust is go.
You guys are really hauling the mail out of there. Oh, you better believe it. It's like we're climbing straight out, Joe. It's a fantastic sight. It's like we were shot straight up.
You're going about 6,000 feet a second.
Our present altitude is now about 3,000 miles. The spacecraft moving at nearly 35,000 feet per second. These 3 crew members are traveling faster than man has ever flown before.
There's not much sensation of what's really happening, except that we're looking at the computer, and the computer is adding up the velocity. And suddenly, we really knew that we were really traveling. And shoot, when that engine lit off, it was on for a long time.
Shut down.
But it really hit us when it stopped, when we turned around and looked at the Earth. Suddenly, the Earth had started to shrink.
Hello, Houston. You have to see this planet to believe it. This is just so that you guys don't get too excited and forget what your job is down there.
We're ready for what we're about to see.
other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
We had a little tape recorder on board, which you could listen to music. We were allowed to carry a personal cassette on there so you could play the music. Mine was country music.